What do you think? You want some? Yeah? One treat. How about a kitty treat and not a Jell-O? Yeah, does that sound better? Love you. I love you. Yeah, you love Mom too, huh? Hello, vintage neighbors. Welcome to the Vintage Girl Next Door. My name is Lacey. Today we're in the kitchen because we're gonna do another retro recipe, and this recipe is inspired by this beautiful dress because this video is sponsored by Sarsaparilla, and I've worked with them before and I love them. I love their dresses. They are such good quality, like just gorgeous, gorgeous. Plus the fun themes. Look, you know, I love the 1950s, but I'm also an 80s girl. And when they announced the new collection was Care Bears, you guys, it couldn't be more perfect. 50s style dresses with Care Bears. I can't even. It's so cute. I'm going to show you a few pieces of the collection in just a minute. First, let's talk about this retro recipe. Like I said, I wanted to find a recipe to kind of complement this beautiful dress, and I thought I needed to find a rainbow recipe. And my Better Homes and Gardens salad book did not disappoint. So I was looking through and found this. Could not be more perfect. It is the Honeydew Bowl and individual salads. Seems fairly straightforward. It does contain mayonnaise, which mayonnaise and Jell-O, gosh, you guys, you know what? It's mandatory, I think, for 1950s recipes. So we're gonna go with it. It really, overall, doesn't sound bad. I'm excited. I think it looks really cute and rainbowy, which is on theme for what we're going for today. Before we get started with the recipe, I am going to show you a closer look at the gorgeous and cute Care Bears collection from Sarsaparilla. I love their clothing, you guys. It's such high quality, so beautiful. The colors are vibrant and gorgeous. The fit is great. And Sarsaparilla is run, owned, and all of it is designed by a wonderful woman named Maria from her home in Newcastle, Australia. The tagline for Sarsaparilla is "Wear your true colors," which I love that. That is my motto for life. Dress in the way that makes you happy, show the world your colors, and wear who you are on the inside, on the outside. I love it. Maria comes out with a new collection several times a year, and this one is to die for. It's so beautiful. I will link their website in the description. Don't forget you can use my code for 20% off of your order. Enter code LaceyFay20 at checkout. All right, without further ado, let us dive in. I'm gonna start with the Jell-O. That way it can be setting up while I cut up and do the honeydew basket. Oh, let's do this. All right, let's take a closer look at this recipe. This is from the Better Homes and Gardens salad book, published in 1958. We are making the Honeydew Bowl and the red and white fruit mold. You can do the fruit mold in a big mold or a bunch of little ones. I'm doing a bunch of little ones so that it looks like the picture. First of all, I am draining the juice from the fruit cocktail and saving it. And then we add water to the juice to make 2 cups of liquid. And then I made a mistake and put it all in when I was supposed to only heat up 1 cup of it. So then I fixed it. just put it back. Okay. And then heat up 1 cup of the liquid, and we're going to add in our raspberry Jell-O until it dissolves, and then add the rest of that syrup water mixture. And now it is time to put it into the molds. I put it back in my little Pyrex measuring picture so that it would be easier to pour. And it's a good thing I did, because even doing this, I made a little bit of a mess. Not too bad. So I'm just pouring it into the molds, only covering the bottom part of the mold, because then the other kind of Jell-O goes on top of this for the other layer. So I still had a ton left over, so then I decided I would do a big one as well, and so I poured it in this cute mold, and then I still had some left over, so made plenty. Now we are going to put these in the fridge to chill until they are firm. While that is chilling, we're going to start on the next layer of Jell-O. So we're dissolving the lemon Jell-O into 1 cup of boiling water, and then adding in a can of lemonade concentrate. And the star of the show, the mayonnaise. And once I put the mayonnaise in, it was not looking great. I think I should have waited to get the mixture back to boiling after I put the lemonade in, because it was not wanting to combine and it was looking gross. So then I got a whisk, and that helped quite a bit. And then also, as it was heating up, that also helped combine the mayonnaise with the Jell-O and lemonade. And now I am putting that in to my pitchers. And then we are supposed to chill that until it's partially set. And while that is happening, we're going to start on the Honeydew Bowl. So we've got the honeydew melon. We're supposed to cut off 1/4 of the way down and then scoop out the seeds. That all cleaned out as best as you can. Got it. And now we are supposed to pare the melon, so like peeling it basically. And I know this is probably not the best knife to use for this job, but I had to go with what I had, so we made do. Getting all of the peel off there, and then I hollowed it out just a little bit more because it was a really thick at the top of that melon. And now it says to use a biscuit cutter to cut scallops around the top of the melon, and using a glass inside the melon to help press it with the cutter. So I actually don't have a round cookie cutter or biscuit cutter that I could find, so we're using a snowman. And I just used the bottom half of him, and it worked just fine. It was slightly difficult to get it to go through the melon. It was kind of thick, so I had to finagle it a little bit, but we got it to work. And I don't know if the glass was helping or not helping. Maybe just so that I didn't like press on the scallops I had already cut and break them. I used the cup part of the time, and then I bailed on the cup and just went for it with the cookie cutter and my hands. And then I am slicing up the pieces that I cut out, and I'm going to put those in the bowl that we made. I did have a lot of leftover melon because the bowl was not very big and I had a whole bunch of fruit to put in. So now we're going with some pears. It calls for canned pears and peaches, pineapple spears, and grapes. So filling it up with the mixed fruit. And I was trying to just get as much in there as I possibly could. And get a nice like mixture of all the fruits. Without it bailing out the sides. The grapes kept falling out. It was difficult. So as you can see, I ended up pouring this Jell-O into a bigger, flatter pan because it was just not setting up in that pitcher that I put in the fridge. So I poured it into this Pyrex and then it worked a lot better. And so now that it's partially set, I am stirring in a can of fruit cocktail and putting it in the molds. And that red Jell-O in the bottom of the molds is all set up. So now this layer is going on top. And as with the other kind, I had a bunch left. So into the second mold it went. And it filled it pretty much all the way. So definitely plenty of Jell-O to go around. Now I am putting that in the fridge to chill, and it took a lot longer than I thought it would. I ended up having to leave it overnight, and I'm not sure if that's because I didn't heat the Jell-O hot enough when I was making it or what. Now I am garnishing with some leafy romaine lettuce and kind of just placing that around my platter, making it look nice, as nice as I can anyway. And now that that is done, we are taking our pineapples and placing them where the Jell-O is going to go. And to get the Jell-O out of these little molds, it said to dip it in hot water. That's what I did, and it worked perfectly. In fact, this first one got a little too warm. Started to melt the Jell-O a tiny bit, so after that I did not leave it in as long. Yay! I was happy it was working. And it looked cute. Flipping it onto a plate first, I really couldn't figure out how, like, another way to do that to get it directly onto the pineapple, so just soaking them one by one in the hot water for a minute, a few seconds each, and then onto the plate and use a spatula to slide it onto the pineapple. And this one was my favorite one. It looked so cute and it fit perfectly on top of the pineapple. The heart-shaped ones were a little bit wonky on top of the pineapple, but I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It looks cute. Plus then all of your guests get their own like individual different looking little Jell-O mold. And here we have it, the finished look. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It looks amazing. Looks just like the picture, I think. And look at that jiggle. It's good. Some good Jell-O action right there. It's colorful. It's rainbowy. Just what I wanted it to be. I'm really pleased with the way this recipe looks. Okay, it is the next day. I had to wait overnight to let the Jell-O set up because the bottom layer for some reason took it a little minute. So, but this morning it was all good. I love the way it looks. I wish I had all of the same mold, especially this one. I feel like that looks the cutest, but you gotta go with what you got, right? But we had to go with what we got. I love the way it turned out. It looks so cute. It looks like the picture. Listen, I'm real happy with this one, you guys. So all that's left now is to taste it. Let's see what we think. I'm gonna go with this guy. Got a good jiggle going on. All right, it's the moment of truth. Oh, let's do this. I'm gonna make sure I get some of the red, some of the bottom kind, some of the pineapple. Should be good. Okay, Jell-O, pineapple. I think it's fine. I don't know. I mean, it's Jell-O. I don't overly taste the mayonnaise, which is nice. I didn't expect to really though. I'll try some without the pineapple. We'll see what happens. I think it's actually pretty good. I would totally take this to a party. Plus, it has like the wow factor. Like you see it and you're like, oh man, that looks awesome, right? Listen, neighborhood potluck, I'm coming for you. It really is good. Like it doesn't, it's like a good little summer picnic dessert, like summer barbecue. This would look so cute, right? On the picnic table. I really like it, you guys. I'm very pleasantly surprised by this one. Also, if Jell-O's not your thing, you've got the decorative fruit bowl in the middle. You could always just have some fruit if you're, you know, apprehensive about the Jell-O. But it really is good. Okay, I'm pleasantly surprised. This one's getting 2 thumbs up from me. I would totally make this and take it to family dinner, or I mean a summer picnic with family, get together, or whatever. It is so cute and it tastes good. So there you go. A big thank you again to Sarsaparilla for sponsoring this video. I have another of their glorious Care Bear outfits on. Make sure you check them out. I will leave a link in the description and you will not be disappointed. This is such good quality. Plus Care Bears, you guys, Care Bears. So cute. Thank you so much for watching. I sure hope that you enjoyed this little summer recipe video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here in our vintage neighborhood. If you are new and you have not subscribed already, please do so. I'd love to have you here in the vintage neighborhood for more of our vintage fun. I hope that wherever you are in the world that you are feeling safe and loved, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!